Hello my beautiful people, how are you, and welcome back to my channel. It's me Hamdi, and today, as you can see, I'm in the kitchen kama kawaida. We are on to making some samosa, so stay tuned and stay with us throughout the video. Thank you so much for your continuous support. Thank you so much for staying subscribed to our channel. Thank you so much for always clicking into my videos and watching. Thank you so much for your lovely comments. I don't take your support for granted, guys. Keep supporting and let's keep growing. So now I'll be taking you through some of our ingredients that we have here. So let's get started and we move. I make sure you get points from here and you'll make some at home right away from this video. So let's go. So here I have minced meat. Then we have 2 onions cut in that small and fine pieces. Then I have 1 grated carrot. I have 1 cup of baking flour. And then here I have some food spices, turmeric, ginger, and then black pepper, and then some salt over there. And then I have water. So the first procedure is that we start with this meat. We start boiling this meat for some few minutes, and we start we adding some small amount of water like that for it to boil well. And before we cover it to boil, we adding some salt, as you can see. Then I adding a little bit of ginger powder. It will make the meat a bit tender, you see. And tunatoanisha hivyo nyama zisiingiliane. As we wait for our meat to boil and cook well, we are now preparing the flour for making the covers or the sheets ama manda venye tulisema. We start now adding water bit by bit like that. Remember, you can always add, but you cannot take away the more or extra water you add into the mixture like that. So the salt is optional. You can add it into the flour before you start kneading like that, before you even start adding water. Now you can see we start kneading well. The only ingredient in this dough, as you can see, is only water, cold water, and the baking flour. I start making small balls like that, round shaped, heavy, making several of these like this. I make sure they are all of the same size, heavy, and like that, and putting it aside. Putting it aside is optional. Me, I start preparing it direct. Hakuna nini time ya kuweka ama nini. I don't keep it aside like we do with chapatis. You see, I start making some small round like that. I stretch kidogo tu kiasi. These are samosas guys, not chapati. Hivi sipitishi hapa hivi sasa. It's like that. This is for the first step of this process of making the covers ama manda venye tunasema, like this. I start spreading just a little bit, sifanyi ile round kubwa kabisa for now. Hivi put it aside. I make several of these again before I start oiling and make a very big round shaped like that. Unaona, it's a process my friend, and once it gets messy the entire process is wasted. So you cannot, hatuwezi kula hiyo nyama vile iko. We'll have to make covers on our own. Ndo hivyo. The process continues. I make them. You can see they're just small circles. You can see around. You see I've made 6 of them pieces. Now I come back to our meat yenye tumeboil. You see now it's cooked and dry. I start now adding my spices. I go in black pepper. We go in like that. I go in the cumin powder. I add some turmeric. Zote. Look at this. Look at it. The aroma is just something else. Even before all other ingredients, I start some little amount of oil. You see, the smell is just wow with the few spices like that. It's now time to add in onions. I go in my grated carrot, then mix them just less than even a minute. I mix them up well. Remember, the onions and the carrots should not be cooked. They're just warmed like that. Ndo ladha isitoke hivyo vizuri. Hivi sasa our meat mixture is ready. I transfer it into a bowl, put it aside to cool as we continue making the covers. Hivi tu. Ndo hivyo. Transfer it into that fine bowl. Then come back to our process of making the sheets of samosas. Hivyo hivyo. Let it cool. Just like that. Hivyo. Then on to our process. If we've let it for some 3 minutes while on preparing the meat, we oil the first one like that as one layer. You oil them well. Once the process of oiling is messed up, it will all stick together and you will not get any result out of it. If you oil them well, I oil this one as well. Sprinkle some oil on top of it like that, and I use my finger for perfect result of oiling. You see, if you have a brush at home, the oiling brush, you are good to go as well. Hivi tu. Yes, these are now 3 of them. I start now sprinkling some dry flour at the bottom like that. Nazigeuza tena, and then we spread it to a bigger circle before we warm it a little bit on the pan for it to be separated easily. Hivi sasa zimeshikana, just warmed for less than even 10 seconds. Put them on an already warm pan, or you can just warm them together with the pan like that. Then hivyo, you see it is now stretched well. We stretch more further like that. Time to warm it up now. I warm it like this. Kidogo kidogo itaanza kufura juu. Ikifura, it will be a sign of it being ready, that it is now easily separable. Tunatoanisha vizuri na kwa urahisi kabisa. We wait, na ikiungua ama ikichomeka, it will not be the desired cover ya samosa. It should be soft. It should not dry up. We should not let it on the pan to dry up. It should be this soft and still, yes, you see, unaona vile zinatokana hivi vile ziko, without being sticky on each other that much. Siri tu ni ufikishe mafuta vizuri, uweke mafuta. If you spread the oil vizuri katikati ya hizo maround ndogo ndogo hizo, we make the final now bit of it. We warm it the same way. We now start cutting it and shaping it into the shape of the normal samosas that we have. Hivyo. The pan is already warm. It's on fire, as you can see. lakini nimepunguza moto kidogo. Unaona imeanza kufura. Great. Hivi tu. Yes, imefura vizuri. Then unaitoa and then I start separating them while it's that hot. Kwa sababu ikishikana it might stick together, we don't know. Because of the steam that we just. Na ni kitu ya unga. Ikishikana ni hivyo. Nazipanga hivi juu and then I start cutting them. Ukizipangisha hivyo and then unaweka the other layer on top of it. I cut like this. I think there are other 2-3 ways of making this cover, just the design, but it will all come out like this. Unaona, you just start folding from the other corner, you fold it there from the other side as well, then you make or form like a cone shape thing. Unaona? Yes, this is what I do. Once again naonyeshe hivi. Ndio hii sasa. I do it this way, all of them. That is it. Naanza kuwekelea nyama. I tuck in from there. Remember I've made that paste just made of water and the flour. Napakia hivyo. Ndio hii sasa. The process continues. Goodness. Look at how perfect it is coming out. Unapaka the paste hapo, you tuck in a little bit. Na ikitoboka, it's very bad. Usiweke kwa mafuta yenye iko moto. If any of these samosas burst, or kama kuna tushimo hapo, mali ya kujoinisha, nyama zitatoka, mafuta inaingia ndani. You see, the oil is not that hot. It is just relatively hot to give room for our samosas to, cook well. It's already cooked. Nyama tayari tushapika, yes, but you see vile inakaa sasa. This is what we are trying to make, and it has come out exactly what we were making. We turn them both up and down like that, both sides zikwe brown. You see how golden brown they look now? So delicious. Hivi tu. And that now we are done with making our samosas. Yes, you see how crunchy, yummy they look. Beautiful. And then welcome guys, and let's enjoy.